Well, howdy there, partners. Mosey on over and join us for Bible Stories by the Campfire.
Today, talking about obedience and how we show God we love Him when we obey. The story begins when Moses and his brother Aaron went to Egypt, just like God told them to. They went to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and told him that God said, "Let the Israelites go." Well, Pharaoh wasn't used to being told what to do. He didn't want to let the Israelites go. He wanted to keep them as his slaves. So instead of doing what God said, he did what he wanted to do. He disobeyed and said no. But he did even more than that. Just to show Moses that he thought he was in charge, he made the Israelites work harder than before. That made things hard for Moses and Aaron too. They had done what God told them to do. They had obeyed. But now, things were even worse. Then God told Moses to go back to Pharaoh and to tell him again to let the people go. Once again, Moses obeyed and he went to see Pharaoh. This time, Pharaoh told Moses and Aaron to perform a miracle to prove that God had sent them. So Aaron threw his staff down and it became a snake. All this was pretty impressive, but then Pharaoh's magicians did the same thing. Aaron's snake ate the other snakes, proving that God was stronger. But even so, Pharaoh wouldn't listen or obey God. He still wouldn't let the people go. Moses and Aaron tried twice now, but still nothing. But they kept obeying God. Once again, God told them to go tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go. They obeyed God and went back to Pharaoh, but Pharaoh said no. So God caused all the water in Egypt to turn to blood. Nobody had anything to drink, and all the fish died. Then God told Moses and Aaron to go back to Pharaoh and tell him again to let the Israelites go. They went back, but Pharaoh said no. So God sent a plague of frogs. There were frogs everywhere. They were in people's homes, they were in their beds, in their ovens, they were even crawling on the people. Well, God told them to go back to Pharaoh again. And they did. And they said, "Let the Israelites go." But the Pharaoh said, "No, I will not let the Israelites go." So God caused all the dust in Egypt to become gnats, tons and tons of little flying bugs everywhere. God told Moses to go back again, and he obeyed. But Pharaoh said, "No." So God sent tons of flies. And then God told Moses to go back again, and he obeyed. But Pharaoh said, "No, I will not let those Israelites go." So God caused all the Egyptian livestock to die. Then God told Moses to go back again. Pharaoh said no again. So God gave all the Egyptians boils, which are really painful sores on your skin. Well, then God sent Moses again. He said, "Let the Israelites go." Pharaoh said no. So God sent a terrible hailstorm down on the Egyptians. God told Moses to go back again. He obeyed. But Pharaoh said no. So God sent locusts. God sent Moses again, and Pharaoh said no again. God made it dark all over Egypt for 3 whole days. It was so dark you couldn't see other people, and no one could even leave their house. God told Moses he was going to send one more plague on Egypt, and afterwards, Pharaoh would let them go. He sent Moses to tell Pharaoh that if he would not let the people go, then all of the firstborn sons in Egypt would die. Even Pharaoh's son. But Pharaoh still said no. Moses left, and that night, close to midnight, every firstborn son in Egypt died. That means even Pharaoh's son died. Pharaoh sent for Moses and told him to leave Egypt and take all the Israelites with him. The Israelites finally got to leave Egypt along with their families, their animals, and all their belongings. Now, it was hard for Moses and Aaron to obey God, but they knew that was the best way to show God they loved Him. It's the same for you. The best way you can show God you love Him is by being obedient. And you can do that by listening to what He says in the Bible and by listening to the leaders that He puts in your life, like your parents or your teachers. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us for Bible Stories by the Campfire. Y'all come back now, you hear?